When someone first comes across the concept of twin flames, usually some of the first questions that arise, and these questions come up regardless of whether you feel you've met your twin flame, or whether you sense that they're out there, or whether you're just exploring the topic. And the question is this: do I even have a twin flame? And if so, is there any way to know 100% with certainty that I do have a twin flame? In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the most common signs I have seen that indicate someone is a twin flame or has a twin flame, regardless of whether they feel that they've met them or not. In this video, I'm going to focus specifically on signs you have a twin flame or are a twin flame that can begin prior to even meeting your twin flame. Things that twin flames commonly experience through early childhood, within their early relationships, and at any point prior to actually meeting their twin flame. So if you feel that you haven't met your twin flame and you're just exploring this concept, this may be the validation you need that this journey is for you. And if you feel that you've already met your twin flame, or you know who they are, but you want just that extra bit of validation, or you're feeling doubt, know that one very common feature of the twin flame connection is this doubt. This is because this connection is so profound, intense, and brings up a whirlwind of emotions. And besides this, it's a journey that many people around us won't understand. So it can cause us to really doubt. And to be completely transparent and honest, even as a twin flame myself, as my ego has emerged from time to time throughout my connection, I found myself experiencing this strange sense of doubt, like, what if I'm not a twin flame? What if I'm just imagining all of this? And I hear so many twin flames feeling this same sentiment, this feeling that happens when the ego steps in and begins questioning all the signs, all the symptoms, all the synchronicities, and begins to try to analyze it and put it all together. And when the ego can't make sense of all of it, it can't understand it, it can't plan for it, it can't feel that it can trust it, it begins to just make judgment calls about it, or even about ourselves, thinking maybe we're just crazy, maybe we're just making this up. So I just know that there is someone out there listening who needs this confirmation about their twin flame connection. So if you're listening, maybe you're the one who manifested this video out of me today, and I hope this gives you what you need. The first sign that you have a twin flame is simply that prior to even knowing about the concept of twin flames, possibly even long into your early childhood, you always had a feeling that there was just someone out there for you. And this was a very different feeling from your friends and peers. This wasn't you just imagining a relationship, having this vague notion of, I want to be in love someday, or I want to get married someday. It was much more person-oriented than that. And what I mean is, you didn't have a feeling that you were going to have a relationship someday, per se. It wasn't just that feeling. It was a feeling that that relationship was going to be with a very certain person. You had a very clear sense that there was just a certain person, like a soulmate. Maybe you referred to it that way because you likely didn't know what a twin flame was, but you had probably heard about the idea of a soulmate, and you may have really longed for this person. Again, Some twin flames have a more specific idea of this person's appearance, but for others, this is just a vague notion, but connected directly to a person. Like, there is this person someday I am going to meet who is going to sweep me off my feet. And because you have such an awareness that there is this person out there for you, the second sign would be that as you begin to pursue early romantic relationships, you always have this intuitive sense that those relationships aren't the end destination for you romantically. You may even feel as if that within those relationships, it's almost like a sort of waiting period, or you may always have this feeling that the person isn't quote unquote the one. Now, I will also say here that usually what happens is twin flames have a very strong sense of the existence of one another in childhood, but as we grow older and our ego develops more, begins to take a driver's seat role in our lives, when it comes to the twin flame connection, we usually shove down these intuitive feelings of, feeling like there was this special someone out there for us. Our ego tells us that these are just childhood fantasies about love, and that logically this person doesn't exist. Why would we wait for a fantasy version of a person that we've never met? So our ego quickly writes off these intuitive feelings we had about our twin flame as children. And then we move into dating, our early dating life, again, shoving down this intuition we had, stepping more into our ego, trying to begin to create these romantic relationships with other people. But every once in a while, despite our ego's best attempts to make us forget about this feeling, this intuitive feeling of the existence of this mysterious soulmate, we find ourselves within these relationships from time to time feeling deeply empty and unfulfilled. And if we aren't very in tune with our intuition at this point, if we're still very much in our ego, this feeling of emptiness, loneliness even, have you ever felt lonely with a person? Twin flames often feel this way, this kind of soul loneliness, even when they are in a relationship, and sometimes oddly, even especially when they are in a relationship. This is the odd thing about being a twin flame. Sometimes when you intuitively are aware that your twin flame exists, but you try to shove down this intuition and you try to date other people prior to meeting your twin flame even, you may feel this sense of loneliness that actually intensifies with this person. Because the reason for this is when you are with this person, your intuition about your existence of your twin flame, about your twin flame's presence somewhere in the world, actually intensifies. And as you become more aware of them, you long for them more. And so within this connection with a different person, you find yourself feeling lonely, longing for something. You may describe this as just always feeling like something is missing. And because of these feelings of deep longing and loneliness, they may manifest themselves in the form of either just having these unfulfilling, seemingly shallow relationships in your early adolescence and adult years, or for some twin flames, this could cause them to bounce from one relationship to the next without truly feeling like they are ever going deep with someone, like they are ever truly allowing themselves to fully express themselves, to fully be authentic with a person. They may always get the feeling as if their relationships are shallow and fleeting. They may feel as if they are jumping from one person to the next, and to others, this may cause them to look very flaky. But it's not that they're flaky, it's that within these connections, they are searching for pieces and parts of their twin flame, and, by the way, finding them. In every connection, your twin flame is coming through, actually expressing themselves through the person you are romantically connecting with. And this is a very strange, high-level twin flame concept, but every person you dated actually had a piece of your twin flame that you recognized within them. And this is the point, guys. This is something I feel many of you will resonate with. The people that you date prior to your twin flame, or even during separation or after you've met, all have a piece of your twin flame, and often that piece of your twin flame expressing itself through those previous relationships, through those other people, is actually the part of that person you fall in love with. But then one day, of course, you meet your twin flame and they have all those pieces. It's not a piece of them that you're in love with. It's the whole package. It's everything about them. So that was really just a side note. But another sign of a twin flame connection, a sign that you have a twin flame that can begin in early childhood. You are really connecting with romantic media and materials and pop culture surrounding romance in a way that you shouldn't have any way of doing so. What I mean is, oftentimes people who have a twin flame will connect at a much deeper level with love songs, romantic movies, with understanding romance and love when they have no basis for understanding it. So oftentimes, twin flames will be able to create beautiful art. They will be able to write beautiful love songs, create beautiful love poetry, write love stories, etc. from a very young age, and even prior to actually experiencing a relationship. This is because they have a sense of their twin flame's existence, and through this intuitive sensing, they are able to draw out this deep inspiration, and they have this connecting point to love and romance that their peers may not have, that those who are not twin flames around them do not have. And it may even really surprise, confuse, or astonish their parents or teachers or people around them. They may even be a little confused why you are able to connect so deeply and emotionally and authentically to things like love songs and romantic movies when you haven't even had a relationship yourself. You may even find yourself as a child twin flame who hasn't met their twin flame yet, becoming very emotional when you watch a romantic movie or hear a love song. And it is because you are, through these forms of romantic media, actually connecting to and mentally, telepathically communicating back and forth with your twin flame, even in very real time. Our twin flames often communicate to us even prior to meeting through these love songs, through romantic movies, through these romantic experiences we may connect with even prior to meeting them in the physical. Another sign of the twin flame connection, a sign that you have a twin flame or that you are a twin flame, is that simply you stumble across twin flame material. Now, I don't believe in coincidences. Coincidences are just the perfect alignment of situations and circumstances in a divine way, a way in which things were destined to coincide. That is a coincidence. If you find yourself drawn to twin flame material and it resonates with you, it strikes some sort of a chord within you, this is often a very clear indication that you have a twin flame or you are a twin flame, even if you haven't met them. as I always say, when your soul resonates with something, when you feel drawn to something, whether it's a person, a relationship, a hobby, an event, even the smallest thing, just this being drawn, in this pull to something, what that truly is actually your own intuition speaking to you. You are being pulled in this direction because it is some part of your path. It is some key piece that you need along your life journey. So if you are being drawn to twin flame material, either on YouTube or in a Google search, or you just see it pop up on your feed naturally, and it strikes some sort of chord, know that there's a reason, because someone who doesn't resonate with twin flames, someone who doesn't have a twin flame or isn't a twin flame, most likely isn't going to resonate or even really be interested in the concept at all. This video is getting a little lengthy, so I'll go ahead and wrap it up with one final sign that you have a twin flame, or that you are a twin flame. And this is that you may have actually had visions of your twin flame or dream communication with your twin flame in the 5D prior to meeting them, or even if you haven't met them yet. You may have recurring dreams of either a very specific person. Sometimes in these dreams, your twin flame will always have the same appearance. But other times, your twin flame can actually take on many different physical appearances, but it's always the same energy. It's always them communicating with you through these dreams, even if it's through different appearances. So if you, your entire life, have had recurring dreams or visions or sudden daydreams, even throughout the day, of this romantic relationship with either a mysterious stranger or someone who has a very certain appearance, these dreams are significant. They aren't normal to people who do not have a twin flame or this mere soul that they are destined to connect with later in life. If you'd like to dive deeper into your own twin flame healing, whether this is beginning to attract a twin flame relationship or deepening your connection with your twin flame if you have already met them in the physical, this is a very internal healing journey. And because of this, I highly recommend my 7-chakra twin flame clearing subliminal. This subliminal affirmations track contains 7 powerful binaural beat frequencies, because our bodies are truly made up of light and frequency and sound. And this is why subliminals are so effective, because each of the subliminals I've created in my library of over 100 subliminals contains these binaural beat frequencies that resonate with certain energetic centers and energetic points within the body. Our beings are all about resonance, and we can actually use the power of resonance and frequency and sound to manifest, to deeply reprogram our own subconscious mind, to retune the frequency of our being to the frequency of whatever we desire. And within the twin flame connection, this is the desire for healing, for growth, for connection. This subliminal is available in a 20-minute session as well as an overnight 8-hour version. It is also available in a conscious spoken version as well as the subliminal version. And I have created it in 4 different background meditation sounds: music, rain, ocean waves, and white noise. So if the concept of subliminals resonates with you, like I said, that resonance is an indication that this could be a very key tool for you along your path. And like I said, I have subliminals not just for the twin flame journey, but for every area of life, for anything you'd like to manifest in your life. And you can access each and every one of these subliminals completely free for 7 days when you create a 7-day trial account on my members-only website, Sound and Soulful. The link to the Twin Flame 7 Chakra Subliminal will be in the pinned comment and the description box of this video. I hope that this video resonated with you. If you are a twin flame, you may have found it validating or nostalgic to think about the ways in which you recognized your connection to your twin flame prior to meeting them in the physical. And even if you haven't yet met your twin flame, or you're just coming across this material for the first time, I hope that this provided you with some sense of knowing or validation as to whether or not you are a twin flame or you have a twin flame out there for you. If I did resonate with you, please consider subscribing to this channel, joining our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. As always, do let me know in the comments which of these twin flame pre-meeting signs that you have a twin flame, which of these signs resonated most with you? Or do you have signs of your own childhood experiences or experiences in early adulthood that really indicated to you that you may have this twin flame connection even before you could put the words to it? I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next podcast.